Hello and good morning, beautiful family. Happy Wednesday. It's a hump day. It is May 7th, 2025. All right. Let's start this day off with a good message. Roundtable later today, I will be hosting. Wings wants Kachina today. All right. We're looking at partnerships, agreements, soul contracts. Seven of Cups. Many different options. All right. Maybe we're looking at future contracts. In the past. All right. Maybe you've been tricked. Maybe you've had to deal with people that didn't have so much integrity, or you kind of regret working with them. Ace of Swords. This is currently learning the truth. All right, getting more information. So, future relationships and contracts, working with people, personal relationships, you're going to make sure that you have all the truth on them. Trust your discernment because you can't always know. In the future, Seven of Wands, learning how to stand up for yourself. All right. You're not a doormat. You may have been in the past because someone has tricked you or manipulated you, but you've learned how to take control back over your life. So in the future, this is about self-love and learning how to, nope, nobody's going to do that to me again. All right, some advice. Continue to receive or get new knowledge. Educate yourself on who you're associating with. In the future, Three of Pentacles, working in your community, maybe projects that you want to work with. You're paying very close attention of, you're weighing your pros and cons for each person that you're going to be working with. Do I really want to work with this person? Do I trust this person? And this is a very personal thing. So Divine Spirit's just kind of giving you a little insight. Watch who you work with. Okay. I mean, we have high vibration and energy, and we need to try to work with people that are like-minded in the same energy field, because if not, they tend to drag us down. Okay. All right. So just overall good advice of making sure that our family circle, in so many words, is legit. All right. Wings kind of changed it up on me this morning. He took out the Yeshua cards. No offense to Yeshua. He just says, we're not doing it today. Okay. Let's see what energy cards we have. Traveling. Interesting. We're on the move. If we coincide this with the tarot reading, if you're thinking about working with certain people, are they good people to travel with? That's a true test of friendship. We're studying. Remember, Page of Swords. We're learning. We are about to hit a phase in our life where we're going to be learning all kinds of new things. Now, it could be the secrets that they've held from us for a really long period of time. True. But we're going to be learning new information about going around the world. Maybe it's in your own country, but what kind of environment we could be working with, as long as, and as well as who we're going to be working with, learning how to set up projects to help humanity. Mortality. Let's keep in mind that we're only human. Our souls, yes, immortal, but don't run yourself into the ground either. Okay. Taking on too much, especially with bad partnerships, you can absolutely take on all the weight on your shoulders. Do not do that, because you're just going to, like I said, run yourself into the ground. This is why we want to make sure we work with people with good integrity that will carry their own weight. Okay. All right. We are going to ask our souls a question today. What do we need to know? Maybe some advice. How to move forward with working with the right people. Then again, maybe it'll have nothing to do with that. Let's see. All right. Number 9, take a chance. Sometimes you may question agreements, contracts, and things like that, and sometimes people are worth taking a chance on. Number 29, stay open. Okay. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart. I know you're going to be gardening at the exact same time. 41, heal your relationships. Maybe you'll be working with somebody that has hurt you in the past. Be open to, maybe you've just gone your separate ways and decided to come back around and say, you know what, I'm going to give them another chance. This is encouraging you to heal those relationships. And, you're, like I said, you're going to be guarded, but you can move forward. Okay. Maybe it's somebody you don't really want to work with on a professional business level, but you just feel that you need to heal a past relationship that you may have been hurt in, or maybe you were the one who hurt them. All right. Wings wants LeClaire today. Let's see if he's going to make fun of me and bring in the old age card. What do you think? $35, anchor. Now, we had the anchor yesterday in the golden insights. All right. So, work, profession, settling down, durability, stability, and long lasting. So, when we start these relationships, business partnerships, and things like that, we want to make sure that it's in for the long haul. Will we have temporary people we work with? Of course. But for the heavy duty stuff, long-term commitments, somebody that can anchor you down, like I said, carry their own weight, keep you grounded. They're grounded themselves. Number 2 is the clover. This is about taking that chance again. You're rolling the dice. Maybe you don't believe in luck. I don't either. I think that, we have relationships and work with people that we're meant to, or not meant to teach us a lesson. 28 is the man. Uh-oh, don't tell Nadia. There's a man. But there's strong masculine energy here. And if you think about it, embracing the difference between male and female, we're going to need lots of strong masculine men to do a lot of these projects, because there's a lot of building involved. All right. Now, if you are looking for that man for relationships, the same rules of integrity apply when looking for love. All right. Golden insight. A rose. Now here's femininity. All right. We're doing the feminine side now. Feelings of love, a blossoming romance, and expressing affection. All right, my little love bugs. That's the softer side. A snowflake. This is just remember, everyone has their own uniqueness, okay? And emotionally, we have to remember we can be quite sensitive to things. And you'll have to judge whether it's a short-lived relationship. Is it just temporary? It could be a very personal, intimate relationship, but it could be also those professional relationships. We're looking for unique talents out there, but maybe it's just a temporary situation. The egg, fertility, new life emerging, that's true. Now, all you little fertile myrtles out there that want to continue having babies, all right, energy is good, lots of potential. And, for the rest of us who don't care to have any more little ones, this is just about, changes are coming, those rebirths, shall we say new hatchings, but these new opportunities coming. Tick-tock goes the clock. Time pressures, timing issues, easing time's grip, and when the time is right. Remember, everything's about divine timing. You may be thinking, I got this all planned out. I know when I'm going to get married, have children, start my career. And God's like, okay, bless your heart, lovey. God's timing is always better than our own. And we have the ballerina. Moving forward takes discipline. Now, in relationships, they all do. Remember to be graceful and stay focused. We can get distracted very easily. Now, some of you all, Spirit has predicted that many of you will meet your love interest or your partners in humanitarian projects and moving forward because you find someone with a like-minded intentions. And stay focused. Don't let, love's a beautiful thing and it can be very distracting. All right. Wings has decided to bring Calaveras back in here. Can already see some of them are upside down. We won't worry about that. We don't read these upside down anyway. Or in reverse. Scales of Justice, number 38. Finding balance in your life. Now, of course, in the world, we're all seeking for justice to prevail for all the bad guys and the evil in the world. Of course we are. But this is also a reminder to us to stay balanced, that we're not so 110% with our ego in the 3D world. I know we want to help humanity, but we also have to work on our spiritual gifts and our abilities. A lot of times they do go hand in hand. Just make sure that you're balancing them out. Okay. Number 10, our wise old owl. This is ancient wisdom. And the knowledge is within you. We're just activating it. Okay. And when we do that, we kind of realize that some of them will be birthed back into our systems, and we could be at a very fragile state. Stay balanced. All right, 52 is the horse, and this is always about power and freedom. Charging forward. All right. We have to stay focused, keep moving forward. Time's always going forward. All right. But know who you are in your own sovereignty and freedom through the eyes of the Creator. 17 is the snake. Be aware of the snakes in the grass. All right. Sometimes they like to slither in so close, and then before you know it, you are bit. So this is where our discernment with working with certain people or getting in relationships with certain people is so important. All right. Let's see. He wants, what's the vibe? Blocked, moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. Now, looking into those relationships, especially if it's from somebody in the past, remember what we've talked about? Moving on into the future, a lot of the people will come out of the woodwork. Hey, remember me? It's okay to say no. Stand up. That's your power and your sovereignty. You say, no, thank you. That's a relationship that is over. Okay. You will get so good at sniffing out people with hidden agendas. Ooh, legal matters. Look, here are our scales. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Of course, projects in the future and working with people. Keep a paper trail. Make people sign contracts, even if they're your BFF. This is to protect yourself. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's not an insult to someone. We have learned that's part of self-love is self-protection. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Okay. Let's say that some of the people that you really thought you could work with say no, or they're not interested, and you feel rejected. Do not isolate yourself. We still have work to do. We move on and we pick somebody new. Okay? It just wasn't meant to be. Exhausted, burned out, burdened, and empty. Moving forward, lots to do on our plate. Helping humanity is not a small feat. Pace yourself. Stay balanced with those scales. You can get burned out really fast. This is why those proper partnerships are so important. So we can each carry our own load. Hopeless, loss, depression, suicide. This is the really negative side of the isolation, being rejected. It can lead to depression because people sit and they ask, what did I do wrong? I don't understand. Okay. Now, Wings is pointing out something very, very important. A lot of the people that will come back in your life that you have blocked and said, no, thank you, will manipulate you and saying, but I'm so alone and I'm going to unalive myself if you don't accept me and give me money and give me a job. Is that your responsibility? No. You send them love and light and you pray for them and you say, I wish you all the best. Let me help you. Call this 1-800 number and get yourself some help, but I can't help you. It is not your job to be anchored to them. Okay? So thank you, Wings, for pointing that out. Manipulation in the future is a very real thing. Do not get trapped by it. So basically today's message is understanding future partnerships, personal and professional. And every single one of them is going to be different. Surreal, ethereal, clues to the inner world, dreams present, beloved. All right, so this is just Divine Spirit letting you know it's going to seem very surreal. Maybe it's temporary, maybe it's not, but the knowledge that we're going to be receiving and the things we're going to be doing, those dreams come in a reality. That happily ever after, is it going to be rough to get there? Yeah. But when you see it tangible in your hand, it can feel very surreal, like pinch me, am I awake? Opportunity and perseverance, conquest, spirit, untapped potential. We have no idea what we're really capable of. The thoughts are there, the dreams and aspirations are there, but we won't know until we actually start moving forward. But it's a gift from your divine creator because you have persevered and you've been patient. Destroy, be affected, unhealthy relationships through destruction, new beginnings emerge. So we're still focusing on those unhealthy relationships. Maybe they're in the past. Maybe we could end up making mistakes in the future and working with the wrong people, and it's going to be shattering. But we have to focus on moving forward. Okay? Don't let that old negative energy from your past come creeping in, because you know exes in every shape and form, whether it's love, intimacy, or business partners who has done you wrong. Keep that in mind. It didn't get broken on its own. Release. Carnival night, making friends, heal, and transformation. A lot of the pain and things that we've had to go through with other people were to strengthen us, strengthen our discernment moving forward to learn how to work with the right people and making friends and healing and say, you know what, the past is in the past, I'm moving on. Willpower, stay focused, resisting temptation, and maintaining boundaries. Same with a relationship. We set boundaries on them, staying focused, just like the ballerina. Do not get distracted. Okay? People that manipulate or narcissists tend to get you distracted. All right, we're not putting up with that. So God is basically using this time to strengthen our discernment abilities and understanding of the people that are going to come across your path and figuring out, is this good person, bad person, and then deciding from there who you want to proceed with. All right. Future predictions. Could possibly be world events. They have been recently. Okay. Floods and heavy rain. Boy, we've been watching the water. Still a possibility. All right. Betrayed and backstabbed. Lots of that energy. We're being aware of these people that could absolutely betray us and use us. Okay. I also think in the political world globally, there's a lot of backstabbing going on. You know, we were told that the enemy would devour themselves. They would turn on each other. Planned outcome is back. Future proofs past. You're watching a movie. They know exactly, the good guys know exactly what they're doing. Consequence damage done. Unfortunately, there is collateral damage in physical war, tangible war, or spiritual war. Unfortunately, there are consequences, and I do believe the nasty rat bastards, as we call them, are realizing you're the one that left a paper trail. Now you're going to pay the consequences. Disaster, wreckage. Well, yeah, their world is completely being destroyed. Will they leave a trail of destruction behind them as they go? Could be. Unfortunately, that's a consequence. So let's just keep our head on a swivel and be prepared. And understanding these soul contracts, there will be people that in their soul contracts, because they agreed and signed up, or maybe they're an NPC and don't know that their contract was that they would be the fallout. It's very possible. Moving forward in our business relationships and humanitarian, we want to make sure that we are covering ourselves and all of humanity, and we don't destroy things, and we don't pay consequences. We have a good plan, and we don't want to get backstabbed. Okay. And the floods and heavy rain can be emotions. You could be flooded with emotions trying to figure this out going forward as well. But I do get there's going to be a lot more physical flooding, so be aware. All right, let's do your cuddle buddies. If there's going to be that much water, how about we become a fish? Is that who we need today? Ooh, well, don't fall on the floor. Let's see who was down there. Okay. Wing says, let's keep them, please. So we will. Number 43, we have the wise old owl. You see clearly now. Oh, he's going to sing. The rain is gone. Yes. Yes, love. Okay. 54, the skunk spirit. Know your worth. Okay. So moving forward, relationships. You can see clearly how you can be manipulated and used and abused. The skunk spirit says, I am worthy of a better relationship. Okay. You have learned to come into your own and know your own value. All right, let's do one more, and hopefully it won't fly across the room. Very strong focus message today about moving forward with relationships and how to handle them. So 43, 54, and 7. Our little bee spirit. Sweet results await. Our little worker bee. We all work together. We are a hive, basically, and we all come together as worker bees. And if we do our part, work well together, guess what awaits us? The honey. Okay. We've all been working together really well so far. Moving forward, we have a beautiful little family here, and this is going to pay off. All right. All right. Yes, Wings. He said 43, that equals 7, and you have a 7 here, and this equals 9. All right. Let's do tokens and buttons. $47 is the umbrella. That's just a reminder that you're divinely protected. Okay. Our crescent moon is back. Number 18. Our sheriff hat is back today. All right. We like serving the justice. That's number 5. Number 80. Gossip bubbles. All right. So we know the umbrella. crescent moon is dreams, nighttime, blocked intuition. All right. We all been working in our dream states, and, nighttime, maybe our sleep schedules are off. If we are having blocked intuition, we need to upgrade. We need to increase the meditation and prayer. Remember, they're trying to send out frequencies to keep your intuitive abilities blocked. But guess what? Our frequencies are much higher. And the Schumann resonance actually has been off the charts. All right, 5 is the sheriff's hat, and this is just about enforcing rules. That justice card, those scales that we got, we have good people out there doing that. 80 is always about this gossip stuff. Okay, rumors, talk of the town, gossip. And the one thing that Wings is focusing on today is when we're determining in the future relationships, don't base it on rumors. Base it on your truth of discernment. Get the facts and knowledge that you need based on that person, not what you hear. Because how many times do they end up being lies? People are very cutthroat. Oh, don't work with this person. They'll rob you blind. Or don't work with this person. They won't finish the job. Do not pay attention. Do your own homework. If there's anything that we've mastered along the way, it is doing homework. All right. Our buttons. All right. 39. Oh, we have another snake. Okay. 75. Mushroom. Are we doing shrooms? I think it probably has more to do with new growth. Number 9 is somebody looking out over the horizon. All right. 39, 75, and 9. Our snake is freedom, individuality, and desire to be left alone. As long as the good kind. All right. Not the isolation and not keeping yourself away from other people. Some people like to have their me time, and I'm totally for it because I'm one of those people. Just don't let yourself become a recluse. And it's also a good reminder that we did get the snake, and it's a reminder to watch for the snakes in the grass. Okay? And there could be, like the rattlesnake has the rattle, that's your warning. All right? They give off certain frequencies and vibes to let you know, stay away from that person. Okay? 75 is a mushroom. Magical insights, intuitive messages, and vivid dreams. All right, so we have a dream state over here and working on that intuition. And all those messages that Tarot was giving in this reading today, we need to pay attention to them. We will receive the knowledge and the information that we need. We need to stay focused and disciplined. And number 9 is somebody just looking out into the future on the horizon. And it's hope for the future and making plans. And we certainly have been doing that. All right. It's all right to dream. And they're going to become a reality. It's going to be hard work. It's going to take discipline and focus and picking the right people to work with. All right. Pretty cut and dry message today, guys. It's just what Spirit just said. Stay focused, stay disciplined, use your discernment, be balanced, and let's pay attention to future partnerships. Maybe it's current ones, but stay focused. All right, that is your Wednesday Hump Day message. I will see you later today on the round table. All right, many blessings for the rest of your day. And remember, as always, the important part of the message is that God loves you. He's going to walk you through this. He's always there. You're never alone. That's true, unconditional love. So he loves you, and so do I.